What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today you join me on episode 2 of being on the mission to find the elusive barn owls at Lunt Meadows. Now, honestly, we found the barn owls last time. We got some okay shots, and I was very excited to go back because I knew exactly where they were going to be. I knew the kind of times they were going to come out and hunt and different things like that. It made it a lot easier for me to have a bit more confidence in the fact that we're going to see the owls, for one, potentially. It was going to give me the chance to confirm what those people had said was actually true and what I'd experienced was actually true. And it also gave me an opportunity to royally mess it up, which is exactly what I did. And this video is going to show you why and how I managed to mess it up so badly. So let's jump into the video without further ado, and I'll see you guys in the field. So again, as you can see, we are at Lunt Meadows in hopes of barn owls. And maybe a short-eared owl if it's early, but mainly the barn owls and any other wildlife that we can find. There's a load of geese that just flew that way towards the sun, and I've come straight after work. I'm in my motorcycle gear, as you guys can see, and yeah, just hoping that there is enough light when the owls come out that I can actually get decent shots of them, because I managed to get some decent ones last time, even when the light was crap, but it was more luck than anything, I'll be honest. But again, happy to see them out in general when I came on my own last time, and I got quite a lot of information about where they are and everything. So again, we're looking more into that. A lot of lapwings just flying about in this field. As you can see, they're just taking off now. Absolutely loads of them. So yeah, hoping that the owls are out in force tonight, along with any other birds of prey really. Oh, there's a couple of pheasants. There's about 6 pheasants in that field there. As you can see in the sky, absolutely thousands of geese. Holy, look at that. It's all the way. That is insane, man. So I'm just showing you a video where there's more and more geese just going all the way across. It's absolutely mental how many there is. I love this place so much, and I don't get to come here often, so I'm trying to make it more of a thing. But obviously when winter comes around, the short-eared owls are going to be more prevalent from like November onwards, and obviously we get the barn owls as well. So I'm really hoping that when that time does come, I can get here during the day, you know, a couple of weekends in a row or whatever, when it's nice, and even when it's like snowy or something, like maybe. So where I am right now is looking out over the marsh. This area is where I saw the barn owl last time, but I think I've just seen a kestrel go down over there somewhere. I may have a bit of a wander, but yeah, this area seems to be where the action is. So fingers crossed soon the owl and stuff will come out. I've just seen a massive heron coming on one, but unfortunately I didn't get my camera on it quick enough for it to lock on. I know there is a new firmware update, I think it's 1.6. I need to test out at some point and let you guys know what it's like. But yeah, I'm waiting in hope that the golden light comes out, golden hour, and we get the barn owl flying, because that would be amazing. Fingers crossed, like I said. But this is attempt 2 at getting barn owls. The first attempt went well, so fingers crossed we get similar or better luck this time. I'll just have to wait and see, but yeah, I'm excited. So I've just had my first sighting of the barn owl. It was miles away, but I'm walking around to that hide over there now, in hopes that when I get there it'll be flying about again, because it's just gone down on something. So fingers crossed. It looks like there's a marsh harrier that might be bothering it as well, so I'm kind of in the wrong place, but who knows, hopefully we'll get something soon. So as you can see by where I am, I moved positions a bit. There is a buzzard calling over here somewhere. I think it's just gone down or something. Got a kill. I've just taken pictures of one flying over. Unfortunately, where the owl is, the path's shut because it flooded a couple of nights ago. So the path is still shut, but the actual rest of the reserve seems open. So I'm going back to the spot where I saw the barn owl in the first place, in hopes that it's going to be there, or it's going to come out very, very soon. So we'll see how that goes, but it looks like there's a couple of birds of prey and other stuff about, which is really, really good. So keeping my eye out, that is for sure. Oh my word, I'm boiling, man. So genuinely, I may or may not have just got my best ever shots of a barn owl. I mean, really close. It flew straight at me, and you can see how dark it is now. I can't even get the camera to focus at this point. I definitely need to invest in a 2x8 lens or something, like a 300mm or something like that, or a 70 to 200 2x8, or just anything that's 2x8 that's going to allow more lighting, because the other thing as well would be a full frame camera rather than the R7, because the APS-C crop on the R7 is hindering low light performance, definitely. I mean, I pushed the ISO all the way up to 52,000. I'm hoping Lightroom and Topaz can kind of reduce that quite a lot, but we'll see. As you can tell, it's very, very dark now. But I think, I'm really hoping this trip has actually been a success, because I've seen marsh harriers, buzzards, kestrels, and then the barn owl twice or three times. Well, one barn owl twice, and the other barn owl that seems to reside over the other side, I've seen once. So yeah, that's the one I went walking around the other side for. And unfortunately the hides were closed, so it would have been a whole trek to go all the way around. But yeah, as you can see, pretty much pitch black. We're actually on 7:20 right now, and this is how dark it is. It's just completely gone. So gonna head home now, but I'm really hoping that those photos I took do actually come out, because if they do, they'll be cracking. So fingers crossed. I'll be very quiet. I can hear the owl. I have no idea where it is. Oh my god. That means he could be around at any given point. That's amazing. That's so cool. So yeah, I can hear the owl still, but I can't see it. So yeah, I mean, as you can see, you can't see me now. It's so dark. So getting off home. So welcome back to the office, and now what you're going to see is the raw file and the edited files side by side of the images that I did show you, so that you can see just how much of a difference something like DxO Pure Raw 4 makes to these really grainy images that have a stupidly high ISO. Now, my biggest problem and my biggest mistake here was letting it go to 51-200, the maximum ISO range of the R7, and not allowing enough shutter speed, so therefore you got blurry wings or blurry parts of the bird that are moving, but then you've also got the noisiness of the files in general because of that high ISO range, and it basically meant that a lot of the images that I did end up getting were completely unusable. And as you can see by the difference DxO Pure Raw 4 made, this program actually has saved these images. It actually made them a lot better than they were originally in terms of just how noisy and how bad they really were. Now, obviously, some of these are still not great, and I will be going back to Lunt Meadows for round 3 or mission 3 or part 3 of this mission to find and get a decent shot of the barn owls. However, I'm going to play it differently this time. I'm going to go early morning. I'm going to get up at the crack of dawn and go there right before sunrise. I aim to get there before sunrise, so the light is really bad when I get there, but the light should be improving the longer I'm there, meaning that the longer I'm there, the more chance of the barn owls coming out in the morning, and obviously the more chance I have of getting them in good light just before they go back to hibernate or whatever they do throughout the day and rest. So honestly, I'm really looking forward to that. I hope you guys have really enjoyed this video, and I hope you've learned something useful, because I made a mistake that I hope I can stop you guys making, which is allowing the R7 to go that noisy and have that much access to ISO to just basically ruin the images. Especially, as well, what I should have done, I should have had a higher shutter speed regardless. I should have had exposure compensation on to +3 or something like that to try and bring in more light for the settings that I was using. And also, the lower your aperture can be, if you've got a 2.8 or a 1 point something lens that has a decent amount of zoom, then in the scenario I was in, you'd be much better off. But obviously I was shooting at 6.3, that's the lowest I could go, and that isn't that much light coming in compared to some of the lenses that allow much more. So yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to like, favorite, or subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one.